Walking into the eviction today was nerve-wracking. I've never been sort of that nervous ever. It's a bad feeling to have. And I don't know. During the week, I had a sort of feeling that maybe I would go, maybe my time was up. But you know, I've trained really well. You know, I was looking back at all the things that I've done throughout the competition and how I performed this week, and you know, I couldn't really find too many faults with myself. So, you know, I started to think, oh, maybe I think I could have a chance of being in the top 3 and, have a shot at winning this thing. So, I was hopeful that I'd be in that top 3. First time around when Noni spoke to me, he pretty much told me that, how much I've grown, as a player. I've improved during the time that I've been in the competition. He told me, a few good things about my game, like my strength, and, he said that I'm, good on the ball for a centre back. And he pretty much told me all the good things that I've been doing. So yeah, I was happy. Yeah, well, he was saying all good things. So I was like, getting the feeling, oh shit, maybe I'm gonna make this top 3. And then came the however, that's when your stomach just sinks. That's when you're like, oh, here we go. Here comes the bad news. When he told me my time was up, it was really bad. Like, it was a bad feeling. I don't even know how to describe it. I was sort of so bummed out, disappointed. Right at that moment, I was disappointed. I went and shook Ernie and Vitali's hands, and then the rest of the boys. That was probably the hardest bit. Sort of saying like, see you later, guys. But life goes on, I guess. Yeah, it was a bit of a lonely walk. It was a walk of disappointment. I wasn't too happy, but. Once I got through the tunnel and that, and sort of processed what just happened, I wasn't too down about it. I was obviously I'm disappointed because I got this far, and I've myself I think I've played really well. So obviously I wanted to keep going and make it and even win it. But I've tried my hardest. I've done everything I possibly could in this whole competition. I've never backed down of anything. So I gave 110% in everything I did. So I leave with no regrets, and I leave with aspirations now of continuing my footballing career and hopefully making something out of my soccer. This whole competition has sort of made me, it's given us a taste of what it's like to be a professional footballer. It's given us a taste, to see what sort of life you would live if you were to be playing for Melbourne Victory or any other A-League club. So, and being a part of that and playing against great players and being coached by great coaches and playing against good players as well, and seeing that I can compete and I can learn, and I'm willing to learn and do the hard yards, and that it makes me really want to keep going, and keep trying to make it further in my soccer and make something out of it. Every second's been awesome. We've had so much fun, us boys in here. We've got up to mischief. We've caused a bit of trouble, but all of us have been good. None of the boys are bad people or anything. So even though we might have stuffed up with our behaviour and a few bits and pieces of our time spent in the house, everything we've done is pretty much with good intentions. We've everyone's a good sport, and just the stuff that I've done in the house, like some of the stuff I've done, it's amazing. That stuff's never going to happen again. I won't have those experiences, like that ever again in my life. So I've enjoyed every second of it. It's been awesome.